boys. So it is the what day is it today? It's the 18th of January 2025. The sun hasn't risen yet. It'll like go up in like half an hour or something. It kind of looks like the sun is up. It's actually low-key much darker in real life. Anyway, so yesterday was much harder than anticipated. Like I just thought, yeah, I'll just like not watch like content and shit, but like I can't watch music, like I can't listen to music like properly either, because our premium like membership is run out. But yeah, we'll just have to like repay it or something like that, because damn, it is criminal to not be able to like listen to music. Just like a bit of music can get you like, I don't know. Anyway, so yesterday the big, like, I need to find something to distract myself with. Yesterday I played some chess, but it's not like, I don't particularly enjoy chess that much. I played like 2 hours of chess or something. It's not that like, of course it's not that stimulating, but damn it, it's just like when you're like usually I'm like oh, also here's like what I did bad. Like I'm so like, I feel like I'm so like brain rotted right now, like at the moment. I'm just like, and especially because right now I'm writing the script to the video and it is so fucking boring. I hate scripts. I hate this so much. Like, what I hate the most about making videos is scripting. It's, fuck me, man. Like, it's so boring. It feels like I'm just like writing an assignment for school, and that's like, hey, I don't want to be writing assignments for school, man. Also, like, bro, yesterday, bro, I was just literally just like laying like in bed, just like punching my what's it called, like a pillow and shit, because like, oh, I was so bored. Anyway, there's a person here. Just wait a second. Okay, who cares? It's just like passed anyway. So yeah, bro, I was just like crazy bored. But what I did do yesterday, which was like kind of bad, is like I keep like going onto the YouTube website and then like previewing a bunch of videos, but like not watching them, right? Not watching them, except for I watched the first 5 seconds of a Fern video because I wanted some inspiration. And I did that very intentionally, so I feel like that's okay. And I also, the guy I'm editing for, I also watched one of his, like, part of some of his video, like 30 seconds or something. And then I previewed a bunch of videos, so I'll not do that today. And then I feel like I have to find like a book or something that I can, read or something, because I've read books on my phone before. It's like, yeah, the birds are going crazy. I don't know if you can even, oh, you can't even see it. I don't have a good enough camera, but don't you grow up in a hurry, your mama be worried now. Oh shit, there comes another person. What was I talking about? I don't remember. Oh, I think they're gonna fish. Fish. Oh no. Just looked like they stopped on top of the bridge. Anyway, here they come at a very, very slow pace. Come on. Alright. See the water right here? Very nice. Anyway, yeah, I had to find a book to read. I've read books like online before, actually quite a few books, but like I'll just figure out like what to read. I'll just read something just to also have it be like kind of productive, and because like it already feels good to just have one day completed of like dopamine detox, whatever you call it, like just not being addicted to your phone, basically. And also another thing, my parents, like they are divorced, but they still communicate a lot to each other, which is something that's happened like pretty decent, like pretty recently, like maybe like a year or something ago. Yeah, probably about when I started taking my driver's license. They started communicating a lot with each other, and they say that I should like really get a job, but they don't know what I am like spending my time doing, and that's like okay, because I'm not telling them, and I see what they mean with me getting a job, but it's like I don't want the money, I don't need the money, but it feels like the pushing factor is that one of my like very good friends from childhood, his parents are like wealthy, right? They have a lot of money, but he still has a job and he still works at like a retail store. It's like, oh, like then I should have a job as well, and shit, like, oh my god. And like I see what they mean, but I feel like it could be fun being like a lifesaver at a swimming pool, like something like that. I know you can, because if you didn't know this already, I've been swimming for like quite a, like it's been some time ago since I last swim, but I feel like if you want to be a lifesaver, literally what you have to do, I think you have to be 18 years old, then you have to complete a course, and like I'm pretty physically like I'm pretty decent, like I have a pretty decent physical build, and I think it will be no problem for me to complete that. All I have to do is just like swim a bit before that, get my cardio up. Like if I do that, then no problem, I can easily complete the course. But with that, then you can get a higher pay, because now you technically have an education which you can use for it, instead of having a retail job or having something else. Then you actually have like an education, basically a very short education, probably takes less than a week to complete or something like that. But you have an education, right? Then I can get like better pay than other people. But I could also imagine how it'd be annoying for me to constantly stand in like swimming shorts and having to like deal with kids and what more, like yeah, having to change constantly, because like it takes time to like change and all that stuff. But yeah, that would probably be. But I could also see how that would be like bloody annoying, because imagine if you're like, what's it called? I don't want to work on the days that I have school. That's just gonna be. So it would have to be in the weekend. But also, if you're working as like a lifeguard or whatever, then I feel like that would be pretty like. It would make sense, because. Oh wait, does it? I don't know. Probably, I don't know. But then I'd want to work like as little as possible, and the shifts has to be as long as possible, because there's like a fixed time. It takes fixed time to get like changed and all that stuff. And I know when I worked at McDonald's, if you didn't know, I've worked at McDonald's for like a year, and fuck, that was horrible. Like I've worked for when I turned 13, when I was old enough to get my first job legally here in Denmark, I became a dude who went out and gave out like ads, right? And the first day ever that I was this that I had this new job, it was Black Friday, and I had to give out like 2 kilos, like 5 pounds of ads to every single address, and I had like multiple tons of ads that I had to give out the first day. And it was literally my first day on the job, and I was 13 years old, and I had to give out like multiple tons. It was crazy. And yeah, it was supposed to take 2 hours, the whole route, but it ended up taking like, I think it was like 4.5 hours. And I had that job for quite a while, like I don't know, like half a year or something like that. Then I also went out with some more specific ads. I went down to a real estate company, and I told them like, hey, you want some people to go out with your flyers or whatever. So I did that also for quite some time. It was also kind of bad pay. Anyway, yeah, I also did that for quite some time. Then I also was a lifesaver because my dad, he goes to something called triathlon, and it's something where you swim, bike, and run, right? And for the swimming, they are not legally allowed to swim without a lifesaver, right? So they could either, because their lifeguard was like sick or something for a while, or I don't know exactly what was, but they didn't have a lifeguard, right? So then he said to me, then my dad asked me, hey, you want to be like a lifeguard? You'll make like a shit ton of money. And of course I accepted. It was like I made like a bunch of money from that, but it was only like, it was like yeah. And then all I had to do was just watch them, and I took that like very seriously. I looked at everyone like I looked at everyone like this. I was like looking at every single row, seeing if the pace was consistent, and I was looking at if they suddenly stopped swimming, or if anything. Like I was really focused on it for some reason. Like all of them were good swimmers, and all of them were like adults. I wouldn't have been able to do anything except call it out, and then someone else would have been able to save them. But like I took it like too seriously. Anyway, but I would probably get around the same pay as that, maybe like less. I think if I got the education thingy, I would get like maybe $25 an hour. Like that's pretty alright, but it's like, it's not that good, and I don't want to, because it's not scalable. You see what I mean? Like it's not scalable to have a regular job like that. I want to be able to make it from the internet, right? I want to be able to like actually make the money like from the internet, because that's scalable. I'll be able to have like leverage. I'll actually learn skills I'll be able to use for something. I'll be able to work from anywhere, and like I want to make the money from the internet, not from the physical world where my hours are tied to how much money I make. I don't know, there's a lot of debate online with like, oh, you should get a job, you shouldn't get a job, you should get a job, you shouldn't get a job. But it's like, I don't know what's the best option for me. First off, I don't need the money. Like I have like pretty decent money right now, and it wouldn't really affect anything if I made some money from a job. So yeah. Oh, I was talking about jobs I've worked at. So yeah, I've brung out ads for like half a year. I've brung out flyers for like half a year. I've been like a lifesaver. I've worked at McDonald's. What more? I've also like one summer I bought like a bunch of ice creams. Like in my country we have like ice creams that are like formed in a triangle and very easy to store one by one. It's like soda ice creams. I bought like a bunch of those for about 15 cents each. I bought them in bulk, so I bought them for 15 cents each. Then I lended one of my mom's ice, like things that keep things cool, right? Then I took a bunch of water bottles. I filled them like half up with water, laid them on the side, put them in the freezer, and then I like went to the beach. Some days, I don't know how many days, but I made pretty fucking good money from that. I want to be honest with you. And I was just like, then the parents were asking me like, oh, what are you saving up for? Like, what are you gonna use the money for? I'm just like, I'm gonna save up for a bike. So yes. And I was just like, yes, I was planning on buying a bike, but I didn't need this money to buy the bike. So I was just like, yeah, it's just good things to say. And like, then I just used my dad's Venmo so people could Venmo him, and yeah, it was very good to just like target the families. Target the families basically. If there were kids, then just like, hey, do you guys want an ice cream or something? And then yeah, it was pretty good money actually, and pretty fun also. It was like my first taste really of being like an entrepreneur, whatever. And I also have sold. I've actually made some pretty good money from this. You know the game called Growtopia, like Fortnite and Growtopia. I've made a bunch of money from those games. First off, from Fortnite, me and my friend we joined, like there was like a Twitch tournament or something like that, where a Twitch streamer just hosted these games, and then they gave like, I don't know how much it was, like $5 or something, $10. It was $6. It was $6 to the winner, and and me and my friend we played, and we just camped the whole game. My friend died close to the end, and I killed one guy, and it was the last guy, and then we won. So that was $6 that I made right there. Then I what's it called? Little doggo. Yeah, there was one time I remember, like a long time ago, where I had swimming lessons or whatever, and I really didn't want to go. I don't remember why exactly. But then my dad say, hey, if you go and, I think it was because my dad wanted to watch me or something, because he'd been like absent and he hasn't watched me or something. I don't know exactly the reason. Then he was like, okay, I'll buy Save the World, like the Fortnite for me or something like that. And then he did that, and then with the Save the World, I just grinded it a bunch, made a bunch of V-Bucks, and then I was like, to everyone at my school, I was like, hey, you wanna buy some skins in Fortnite? I'll like give them to you, and it will be like half the price or whatever. So I was hustling some money like that. I think I made like $70 or something from that. Then I also, the game Growtopia, the currency in that game was World Lux. And I was pretty good at that game, and I made a bunch of World Lux, and then I sold them practically like 7 cents or something per World Luck. And I think I also made like $70 from that, something like that. And I know I already said I worked at McDonald's, but yeah, I worked there for a year, and that's basically all the jobs I've worked. And mind you, I'm 17 right now, so I haven't really had that much time to actually work a job. But now it's been a while since I've actually worked a job, and my parents really want me to, work a job, which I don't want to. I don't know if that's just like weak to say, but I'm like, I don't need the money. I don't need the money. I don't want to spend my time doing that. But one thing I know for sure is I don't want a fast food job, because holy shit, it is so drain sucking. At the McDonald's I work for, bro, people were taking like drugs. People had like like so down bad. They had nothing going on in their life. It was like damn. And I was like working out. I didn't want to eat the food there, but I was kind of forced to because I was like kind of lazy. I didn't make like lunch for myself, so I ate like chicken nuggets or yeah. And like it was so weird. You weren't like, they said things like, oh, you had to ask before you could drink something. So like even though there was like no people in the lobby, there would be like oh hey, then I would be like, hey, can I take something to drink? And then they'll be like, no, you have to do this first or something. And there was like no people in the lobby. It was like completely clean. And yeah, bro, that was crazy. And like the fries, I don't, you know the meme, like just put the fries in the bag. I don't know if that's still relevant. Probably not. But like standing at the like fryer is like the worst, bro. It's so hot there. I remember exactly like the facts about it, everything. It's 163 degrees Celsius. Like that's how warm the oil is. You constantly have to like bring bags of the what's it called, fries, and they weigh 12.5 kg, and you constantly have to put them in the oil, and you get like extremely greasy, and your face is like gets like very oily, and you have to like mix the fries and shit, and your hands get like extremely oily. I don't know, it's kind of frustrating. 1 second, bro. Just like it was yeah. Yeah. That's like kind of what I don't wanna work a job. I know like probably 0 people watch through this whole video. It's just me like going for a walk, just like yapping on my phone. Probably not the most like, I don't know if it's the most productive thing, but like, I enjoy making the videos. It's like it feels good to make them. So yeah, I'll be home in like 5 minutes. I'll just like cut the video here probably. I don't know if you can see it, but it's much lighter outside now. Also my hair is like, it's getting longer, but it's not like long yet. It's like at a pretty awkward stage. I feel like it's not curling yet, bro. I was also scared last time I bust my hair, if my hair was even gonna curl. But you know, it did, so we'll see if when it starts curling again. I hope it does. Anyway. Yeah, fuck, I don't. Enough yapping for today. I've been yapping for 23.5 minutes. Just yapping. Anyway, I'm gonna be home in a few minutes. I'm gonna take I'm gonna probably eat some food, and I'm gonna go hit the gym. Then I'm gonna hit legs. Then I'm gonna go home. And then I'm gonna write some script, because I really need to like get that script closer to being finished. Yeah, so yeah, bro, go do the thing you've been procrastinating from doing today, and have a good rest of your day. See you, brother.